Hello and welcome to the Bel-E Scratch podcast. I'm your host, Bel-E.
And I'm your co-host, Scratch.
And today, I'm still kind of sort of waking up. Had a big old nap earlier.
I thought you left.
No. I just passed out.
You had a big old nap.
Mm-hmm. It's Sunday. I feel like I deserve having a nap. You need to have a day definitely dedicated to taking naps and taking it easy.
Taking it easy.
Yeah.
One day a week.
Yeah.
One day a week.
It doesn't matter if it's Sunday.
I'm going to tell you something. If you're slugging away, blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, you're just
7 days a week.
Hammering on that anvil, trying to beat that horseshoe till it fits.
Yeah. You
need to slow the fuck down, bro.
You need to do something different. You're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
One day out of 7 days. Okay. Everybody wants to say, it's not, it isn't a religious thing.
No. And that's what's weird, it's not even a religious thing.
I guess that's the whole thing. They were like, if you're a hamster on a wheel and you're just going,
you're eventually going to tire out and die quicker.
Yeah,
die quicker.
Die quicker.
Yeah. Like, it's not a religious thing. It's a science thing now.
You're just cannon fodder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're in a situation where you have to beat on that horseshoe 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, or ish a day, you got to adjust your life.
You've gone too far.
You've gone too far. Yeah. But... So, I took a nice nap.
Yeah.
And, I had a pretty good week last week. I had a pretty good day yesterday.
Cool.
Wasn't even planning on it because
you wasn't planning on having a good day.
Oh, I was.
All right, God damn it!
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna suck today.
Well, here's the thing: on Saturday mornings, a lot of times I would have to get up early on a Saturday.
Yeah.
To go and train some individuals.
Yeah.
Early in the morning.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind because I like training people. I genuinely do.
Sure.
And I knew I wasn't going to have a super pleasant morning because I hate getting up early on a Saturday. Honestly,
I don't think anybody likes getting up early on a Saturday.
Honestly, I don't think a lot of people like getting up early, period, but that's definitely me.
Yeah.
But if the money's good enough, I'll get up, be at the gym at 6 in the morning and train you. You just got to let me drink my black tea first.
Woo!
And I'm going to make you suffer, too.
That's right.
Because here's the thing, like, I may not mind training people at 6 in the morning, but you're not going to like me at 6 a.m. in the morning,
That's a good point.
Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense.
Like, I'm a lot easier going.
It's like whatever I bring in here, you're just going to have to take.
Exactly.
All right?
So, hang on. Because here's the thing, I'm more even-tempered when it comes to the evening, because I'm more of a night owl, afternoon person.
It's not going to be strawberries and cotton candy if I have to meet you that early.
Yeah, if I have to meet you early as fuck in the morning, you had better be, like, training for competition, because I'm just going to make you sweat and bleed, and not bleed, and cry.
He hit my bear and yeah.
She made me hit my rear deltoids. Shut the fuck up and do it.
Yeah.
Anyway. So that's just how I am. And I tell people that. It's like, I don't mind meeting you 6, 7 a.m. in the morning. You're just not going to like me.
You're not going to like it.
No, you're not going to like me that early in the morning.
If you're a masochist.
Yeah.
Like the.
Hey, I've run across a couple of those.
Yeah.
I
guess to train on a particular level, you have to be a bit of a sadist to inflict that kind of discomfort on yourself. I have been
masochist.
A masochist. A sadist is somebody
sadist is the inflictor, and masochist is the inflictee.
Inflictee.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not per se a sadist when it comes to that, because here's the thing. I know what the difference is.
Right.
I've been up close when people talk about sadism versus masochism, because I have friends of all sorts, and let's just put it that way.
Just leave it there.
Yeah, just leave it there. Hey, look, I'm a big believer in, learn from everyone.
Learn from everyone. Everybody's got a lesson to teach. I believe that. Yeah,
and here's the thing. I don't want to call it the issue, but definitely where that particular road takes you, I'm not saying it takes you into some dark directions, that whole mentality of always learning from every source imaginable, but you're definitely going to be learning some things that are not suitable for public consumption, and I want to leave it at that.
Right.
Ooh, not bad lessons, just like, oh, that's, interesting. I don't know.
To say the least.
To say the least.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know where that's applicable, but sure, why not?
Let's grease it up and fit it in there anyway.
Exactly. And honestly and truly, I've gotten to the point where it doesn't bug me anymore, because it's like, oh, well, I'd much rather listen to an expert on the topic than some jackass who doesn't know their ass from a hole in the ground talking about the subject. But anyway.
Yeah.
So, my day yesterday, 2 movies back to back.
2 movies back to back.
Yeah, because honestly, my plan yesterday was to train the people in the morning, and then go back home and sleep the rest of the day, basically.
Right.
You know, chill.
Chill.
Because we're not in the exact economy for me to like, hey, I got couple extra $100, let me go to the next county over and spend a whole afternoon in a bougie town.
Here's a large sum of money, little man. Now go away quickly.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not exactly flush with cash right now because of the fucking market doing some shit that it's natural, but I'm upset about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's just me being newer.
You're just being impatient.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if impatient is the right word.
It's like it's the whole thing of we know what's gonna happen.
We know what's gonna happen.
But I want it to happen. This is why I tell people that stuff like Forex and crypto is not fast enough. Is because when it's in a period of pause like it is right now, I'm just like that video of a monkey tapping on a keyboard, just like faster.
Yeah.
Do the thing! Anyway.
Now, Forex is like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I get the capital, I'm going to do Forex because this is...
currency's trade like that.
I need to go faster.
7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Now, obviously, there are times when the markets are open.
Yes.
That trading goes. There's a lot more activity, a lot more higher volume.
Of course.
But crypto is a 24 hour a day market.
It's basically Forex because it is currency.
It never closes. Yeah. It never closes.
And I'm just like, go faster.
Yeah.
Stop being in the pod. Anyway, so that's just me being
the overall market is in a pause right now.
It's going to go down.
It's going to go down.
But it's in a pause.
It's going to act like it's going up.
Yeah.
And then it's going to turn around and go down.
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
For legal reasons, this is a joke. We do not...
we do not offer legal advice.
We do not offer legal advice or financial advice. This is all opinion.
If we did, we'd make you pay for it. That's how you know you're getting your dollars.
Oh, you're going to pay for it, all right.
Yeah, don't worry. If I have learned anything with training is the best way to make people do what is best for them in getting shape is you make them pay through the nose for it so they'll do it regardless.
Yeah, because if they don't pay for it, they won't do it.
Yeah. And if they do pay for it, they're going to do it because they don't want to waste their money.
It's like the other day, I had a very lean breakfast and a very lean lunch, and I had an opportunity to go crazy for dinner. And
that does get me every now and
it's
again.
like, you know what?
Lie.
I just ate egg whites and beans 2 meals in a row, and I'm not going to come in here and screw up my diet. Mm-hmm. Although yesterday I was a little...
Sorry.
Out of bounds.
Yeah. No, it's cool.
What?
Oh, nothing. I've just, since I'm now in a job where I'm not stressed out and freaked out all the time, I'm going back to stuff that I used to like.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going back to stuff that I used to like.
Like reading and painting.
Like reading and painting. Well, reading poetry, really, because it's basically a short form, reading poetry, unless it's like pages long, and even then, unless it's immaculate, like some kind of epic, like the Epic of Gilgamesh type level of poetry.
Right.
I'm not reading pages upon pages of one single poem.
Oh.
That's just not how I roll. It's like, hey, look, I lost the train of thought like 3.5 pages ago, and I don't know what the fuck you're talking about anymore.
Well,
you've lost me.
Poetry might be for the short attention span literary community.
Hey, you know what?
It's just
I'll
like
take
me.
it.
I love allegories. I mean, and I like short story books. It's hard for me to get into a long,
unless it's good,
unless it's really good.
Yeah,
but I always like Stephen King's little short story books he puts out. I always enjoyed those.
Yeah, the Skeleton Crew, Nightmares and Dreamscapes.
Yeah,
I that's where 1408 came from, and I love that movie. That John Cusack movie. That's one of my favorite horror movies of all time.
It's pretty good.
And just because it's simple,
Yeah.
Hotel room, you can't leave. Okay, what if he does this? Nope. What if he does that? Nope.
Nope.
What if he does that? Nope. I like stuff like that.
It's like
sometimes
it's like Saw with crayons.
I wouldn't make that comparison, but you know what?
I'm just saying. It's a trap.
It's okay.
It's a trap. You can't get out of it.
It's fine. It's fine.
I don't know.
So I'm just, slowly going back to stuff like that. Stuff that I used to like in, say, high school and college, but then life got in the way and I just became too upset. And apparently I just became, I apparently, ever since I got out of, technically my last year of college, ever since then, I've just apparently just been in this weird period where I've just been freaked out and stressed out all the time, and I'm just slowly unwhitening my knuckles as of late.
Yeah, I mean it's and I am one of the world. I have been one of the world's worst at that.
Yeah.
Being uptight and wound tight and stressed out all the time. It's no fun.
No, it isn't.
Stresses your body out. It ages you.
Yeah. Causes wrinkles in your face, ladies.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I want to go get injected by some chemical agent that usually kills people.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. The whole Botox thing does not make 100% sense to me.
No, it doesn't me either.
Because, number one, you can easily avoid using Botox by, washing and moisturizing your skin on a regular basis.
Try that first. It's
cheaper.
It's coming back. I'm telling you what's getting ready to happen, especially we are currently in the end of March 2022.
Yeah.
The bottom of this market will last, the longest it will last is somewhere, the maximum amount of time when the market bottoms out is going to bottom out somewhere around, on maximum time is going to bottom out around March of 2024.
Yeah.
So the entire year of 2023 is going to be in a downtrend, and it's going to be, you're going to hear about it on the news all the time. It's going to be a pain in the ass.
They're going to be talking shit about crypto.
Crypto is going to take it on the chin. I was reading something the other day. Somebody on Reddit
of course,
took their inheritance or they had saved up $300,000 for their kid to go to college.
Yeah.
And invested it in crypto and didn't know what the hell they were doing. And now they got $69,000.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, people, if you don't know anything about the market,
don't do that.
Don't do it.
Just don't
do it. I don't care stock. I don't care what your financial advisor says.
No.
Do some work on your own.
Yes.
Get a book, read a book. You're like, well, I don't want to read a book. Well, then you're going to have to find somebody you trust really well. Somebody that you know, because the market is...
it's going down.
Market's going down, okay?
It just
is. Okay, we are at the beginning of a Elliott Wave 1 leg down and...
about to go into 2.
I don't know about... No, we haven't even entered the 1 yet.
What?
No.
The one that's going down.
The first big down leg.
I don't know much about Elliott Wave, so I'm not going to speak too much about it.
We just finished at the end of 2021. We finished the end of an Elliott Wave 5.
Yes.
And it has rolled over, and now we're in what's called an ABC wave, and then the market's going to take the first. I think it may go sideways. I don't know whether there's something about June. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's going to
beginning of summer.
No, not that. But I mean, as far as what the market's going to do, it's either going to start, this down leg is either going to start in June or it's getting ready to turn around and start. I think
it's the start of summer.
Yeah, I think
That's the only reason I can think of.
Everybody's predicting, everything I look at, it shows there's going to be a significant drop in June. So I think that the first leg is either going to start in June, and it's only March.
Yes.
So I can't tell just yet.
So hypothetically speaking,
yeah,
any like necessity stuff, like I need a new mattress, I will admit that, and any frivolities like 1 or 2 extra pairs of good jeans, because I have a habit of wearing the same pair of jeans for weeks on end.
Right.
Because jeans are just good.
Right.
I need to do that pronto, before June.
Oh, not necessarily, no.
I'm just worried about inflation because, here's the thing, I don't mind paying a good price for good new pair of pants or even a mattress, but I don't want to pay that price on top of inflation. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you don't want to buy now.
Yeah. Oh, I don't.
You don't.
I do not.
You do not.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody that's out there right now, and for legal reasons, this is a joke, that's thinking about making a big ticket item purchase between now and this summer of 2022, wait.
For June. Wait for June.
Wait for June. And let's just see what the market does, okay? I would say anybody right now that is considering 401k, that's going to be tough. People. If you got 401ks, make sure you get in there and
cover your ass.
Take whatever it is you've got, whatever value. Okay, stocks are more volatile. If you have a 401k and you have the ability to go into whatever the most conservative thing, and cash is not good either.
No,
it's going to actually it's going to be bonds because cash.
Yeah,
cash is already, and that's what inflation is. Take whatever the inflationary number is. Okay, they say it's 8%. Personally, I believe it's closer to 15%. That's just me. That means that if you have $100,000 of cash, let's say you have an account, you have a savings account at a bank, and it's got $100,000 in it right now.
Yeah.
Because of, or you had $100,000 6 months ago, you had $100,000 in it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's just say that inflation is 10%. Okay.
Excuse me.
That means that $100,000 that you have in cash, in your savings account, is 6 months ago it was worth $100,000. Today, because of inflation, it's worth $90,000. So basically, cash is not really the place.
So go for bonds.
I'd say go for bonds.
Go conservative with your money.
So, even if you bought U.S. savings bonds, something that will hold the value and actually eke it up, because the banks are,
banks are fucked.
Yeah, they're part of this problem too. But you can't even really go to cash. You got to go to like bonds, gold, maybe. Whatever. Somebody's recommending to you, or what you read, is what's called an inflation hedge.
Yes.
And I believe this is what Bitcoin is eventually going to turn into.
Basically just it's basically something that is inflation proof.
Right.
What an inflation hedge is.
Okay, if you have cash, you've already lost 10% of your money based on the inflation right now.
Yep.
You've already lost 10% of the value. That's going to double by the end of the year.
Yep.
So if you have that same $100,000 in a savings account right now, by December it's going to be, technically, the number in your bank account is still going to say 100,000, but the value of it is going to be 80,000 based on the economics from 6 months ago. You see what I'm saying? That's what inflation does.
I hate it.
Yeah. So. But prices are going to come down.
Yeah.
Prices are going to come down.
So wait till after June for me to
if you're going to make a big purchase,
like my mattress.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's not terrible enough to where it's like I need it today, but it's just getting to the point where it's like I'm tired of doing lower back yoga.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that have the real estate market is we're at. We are at the right now. Just like right before 2008, that bubble popped. Everything was its most expensive. Right before that bubble pop, we were living in California when that happened, and I literally watched the county that we were living in, Marin County, there.
Yep.
Median house price went from when we first moved there, which was around 2003.
Yep.
The median house price was somewhere in the neighborhood of $750,000, which is median house price for the county just means that the average house price for the county was $750. Or $750,000.
Yeah, didn't it reach up to the multi-millions
it got
by the time
up
we
to
left?
Right by the time around 2006, 3 years.
3 whole
3 years, it almost doubled. It went up to $1.5 million.
Shit.
Okay. And I remember talking to your grandmother back here on the East Coast on the phone, telling her that something really strange was happening because there was no reason for the real estate market to go up, to drive up the way it did.
Inside of 3 years.
Inside of 3 years.
It was
crazy what was going on out there.
And then 2008 happened.
And then 2008 happened. There was a whole lot of people that lost. They were basically what they did is because their property had increased so much in assessed value, according to the state, they were taking out second mortgages and buying bullshit like brand new cars.
Because their property had like the value quadrupled overnight, so they thought they could get away with anything.
Because you're always told that real estate doesn't lose. Yes, it does.
Bullshit.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Actually, what's happening now is very historical for the real estate bubble to pop, like it's getting ready to pop again.
Yep.
So anything, I would not try to purchase any big ticket items right now.
Yeah, that's cool.
Till at least after this, till fall.
Till fall, yeah, that's fair.
Till fall.
That's
late
cool.
Summer, early fall.
I can do it.
And I'm not saying buy it then. I'm just saying don't do it now because don't
do it now.
Don't do it now because the price of everything is so high. The value of everything, and because of inflation. And here's what's so crazy about it because of inflation. Though that price is not, it's not going to look like it drops much, but it will drop.
And for legal reasons, it's a joke.
And for legal reasons, this is a joke. It's not going to be pretty, people. It's not going to be for people who are not prepared. We're fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
We're fine.
No, I know we're fine.
We really are. We couldn't be in a better position. We're hopefully going to have a mortgage burning party by the end of the year, and that's going to be cool. So when, our property that the value has doubled in the last 10 years, it's going to drop some. But we didn't refinance. We didn't try to take out.
We didn't do anything crazy.
We didn't do anything trying to make. And I thought about it a bunch of times about getting a second mortgage to get some money to pay off and fix this place up. And I really do want, but economically,
just not in the cards.
It's just not in the cards right now.
That's okay. We'll do it later. And
the roof still works.
The roof still works.
We still got food. We still got heat in the winter and air conditioning in the summer. Waterworks. I still got a job. I still got a job. We don't have any credit card debt. If you got credit card debt, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
just going to tell you right now.
I don't own a credit card. I mean, I thought about it, and I'm eventually going to do it just to garner some credit. Like, I'll just do it to pay for gas, and then I'll have, like, a credit rating of, like, I don't know, 900. It's like, wow, you're really good. It's like, I just paid for my gas in my car.
You know what's so crazy to me is when I grew up, they were always talking about, how much money you could earn, and now in those commercials that you see that talks about your credit rating is only 613. Those commercials used to be about how much money you had. So we've gone past the conversation of talking about how much
money you could bring in.
Money you have, money you could get your hands on that you actually have.
And that was just the number you got.
And now it's a credit score.
Yeah, how about that?
That's really weird.
It is weird, and I think it's trying to obfuscate the truth of the matter. But
it really is.
All right. As much as I do enjoy talking about this, I don't want to spend all the podcast doing it.
No, because it's boring as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, it is now.
Well, it is now. But and plus, there's only so many ways we can punch up talking about the market and crypto and stuff.
Yeah.
Beyond just the general swearing and making a poor anecdote here and there. But anyway.
Very poor.
Very poor.
Yes, very poor.
So, basically...
A subpar attempt.
So, basically, yesterday, I saw 2 movies back to back. Okay, not exactly back to back. There was a couple hours in between it, but definitely 2 brand new to me movies.
Right.
A friend of mine who she kind of reached out. She and I are good friends of mine. She sold me the lavender plant in the living room.
Okay.
His name is George.
George. Yeah.
Yeah, how the fuck are you gonna finish that?
I don't know.
So, she's a pretty decent friend of mine, although I'm not 100% sure. She's kind of in that game night poly circle, and I wasn't 100% sure if she just was trying to rope me into it before I said, hey, I don't do that.
I don't do that.
I'll be your friend. I'll help you out.
Right.
I don't do that.
Oh, I know. I used to have a buddy like that. I'm like, man, I ain't seen you in a month. Where you been? He was like, man, I was holed up in a hotel room with 3 hookers and an 8-ball of Coke. Hey, next time I'll give you a call. I said, don't call me, man.
No, I don't want to do the drugs.
I mean,
yeah.
That sounds like a really cool way to spend your time.
Sure.
However,
I don't want to spend
the downside of it is just...
Yeah, I don't want to spend my time doing that.
Yeah.
It's like, I do not want to do a cocaine bender, my dude.
Thrill does not satiate any kind of... thrill is like... there's joy and there's thrill.
Yes.
And thrill is like...
it's like a roller coaster.
Well, yeah. Joy is like eating a steak every day, and thrill is like eating M&Ms all day long every day for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Okay. Tastes great, but
one's definitely worse.
It's not going to feed you.
Yeah.
It's not going to sustain you.
Not for long.
Not for long. Not for long.
Not for long.
Because you'll keep trying different M&Ms, and it's like, man, I don't know why I'm not happy. I don't know why I can't get satisfied.
There's a reason for that, bro.
There's a reason for that, because that type of thing doesn't work that way. It just doesn't.
But anyway. So, it wasn't a date, thank God. I was just like, don't rope me into this. Don't do it.
Yeah.
I didn't come out here for that.
Yeah, I'm not like the rest of your weak friends that you can goad me into some kind of
doing something.
Yeah.
That's
hey
out
man,
of
let's
bounds.
go steal a car. Fuck you. You're a pussy. I don't care, man. I'm not going to jail. You go steal a car. I'm not stealing a car.
Yeah, it's like I'm not fucking with the law like that.
Yeah, dude.
But anyway.
Yeah.
So the first movie I saw, I actually went to the theaters, and the last time.
What did you go see?
I saw The Lost City.
Oh, is that the one with?
It's got Channing Tatum in it. It's got Sandra Bullock in it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
That did look interesting.
It is good. I have come to report that it's good. It's not complex.
Sure.
It is not.
I got enough complexity in my daily life. I don't need to go to a movie and see that.
Yeah, it's very simple. Like I don't know. If you're a chick, and you think Channing Tatum's hot, go see it in theaters.
All right.
If
is he the new Matthew McConaughey?
Sorta. Here's the thing. There is a term nowadays. It's called himbo.
Himbo.
You know what a bimbo is? Himbo is a dude bimbo.
A dude bimbo?
Yes. Channing Tatum is the current reigning champion of the bimbos, or excuse me, the himbos.
Mr. Chatham, Mr. Tatum, I see that you're not wearing a shirt today. Are you feeling okay?
Mm-hmm.
I see that you're wearing a shirt
You're
today.
seeing it. You're wearing a shirt.
You're wearing a shirt today.
Yeah.
Are you feeling okay?
And now here's the thing. Here's the thing. I like to think that Channing Tatum is actually I like to think he's somewhat intelligent.
I think he is.
He has to be.
But he's been, because of his...
He has been typecasted as, like, the dumbass, like, the good-looking dumbass.
The good-looking dumbass,
Which is a himbo. Like,
Right.
a good-natured, his heart is full of good nature, but his head is empty. You know, like, that's a himbo.
It's like, I don't... He's standing there in front of the director,
Yeah.
and he says to the director, I don't know if I can grasp the moment for this character. And then the director goes, well, take your fucking shirt off.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
Excuse me.
And here's the thing. I had a similar reaction to when I was younger watching that '70s show. I had a similar reaction to Ashton Kutcher.
That is exactly the name that popped into my head.
Yeah.
Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah. As Michael Kelso.
The good-looking dumbass.
Yeah, the good-looking dumbass.
Yeah.
He's technically a himbo before
absolutely.
the term existed. And I have to think that himbo, like, dudes that get typecasted as himbos, they have to have some modicum of intelligence.
I think so.
Because if they were that dumb all the time, we would have heard about it by now.
Exactly.
TMZ,
I mean, like,
entities like TMZ are all over the shit like that.
Matthew McConaughey, he was like doesn't he have a law degree or
something like that?
Crazy
Or
shit like that?
who the fuck is that? The guy in Expendables, he's like a double doctorate.
Oh, Dolph Lundgren.
Oh
my god.
He's not a himbo, but he's like he's Drago from
he's
Rocky
like,
4. He's like this intimidating skull crusher.
He's like an assassin himbo.
Yeah, he's like.
But he speaks like 6 languages.
He's got like double
and he's
master's
like a
degrees.
PhD.
Yeah,
and
he's like wicked smart.
Yeah, his IQ is off the chart for a big meathead looking motherfucker.
Meathead looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love shit like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I love it. It's kind of one of the reasons why I like to learn. It's like, why do you have all these certificates and degrees? I get bored, dude. It's like when my artist friends ask me like what medium I prefer. I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you, because I like watercolor. I like pastels. I like oil. I don't like acrylics. Just personally, I don't care for it.
Sure.
And it's like, you know, I've worked with clay in the past. I've done this and done that. And it's like, what's your preferred medium? I don't have one.
Yeah, really.
I just get bored and I just keep switching.
Yeah.
So The Lost City, if you don't find Channing Tatum attractive, I would recommend not seeing it in theaters. Because I'm not going to lie. When you got Channing Tatum, you're going to take his shirt off. That happened.
Yeah, if he doesn't take his shirt off, it's like, why am I here?
Yeah, okay. You know what's fucked up? Okay, let me describe to you what happens in this movie, because it is amazing.
Right.
The plot of the movie, the main character is Sandra Bullock, whose name honestly and truly, one of my biggest issues with modern movies is they don't say the main character's names enough for me to remember, or loud enough for me to remember.
Oh. That's interesting.
I don't get it. Like, and sometimes they're not even notable names or something. But anyway, and maybe it's me. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm so used to watching movies and TV shows with subtitles, I can't not do it anymore.
Right.
So, the plot of The Lost City is a writer, a female romance novelist.
What?
Yes.
You're kidding.
No. Wait.
I've already seen this movie, and I'll tell you about it in a minute.
It is not The Bridges of Madison County.
No, it's not.
No, it is not.
No, it is not.
So, a female romance novelist, her super, super smart sexy husband died like 5 years prior to the movie starting.
Smart. Wicked smart.
Yeah. And she has a hard time letting go because that was her husband.
Right.
So ever since he died, she's just been in this weird drought of writing, just churning out this passionless schlock because she's technically in mourning.
Right.
Which is reasonable, in my opinion.
Sure.
You know, I feel like there should be, you know, a period of time where it doesn't have to be women, just people in general to get, you know, work through whatever happened to them.
Right.
And then they can get back to the grindstone, you know? You know, the whole, like, you know, a week of rest out of respect for the dead is not enough in my book, but anyway.
Not really.
So she just feels scared and pressured, doesn't leave the house that often, just scared of life because she doesn't want to get hurt again. And then she finishes her latest romance novel, and then there's a book tour that pops up, and she obviously doesn't want to do, she just wants to go home, be alone, and cry, and all that, you know, for the past 5 years. And she's at a Q&A, and you know who Channing Tatum he is? You know what he's doing?
Who? What?
He is basically this universe's Fabian. Or Fabio, excuse me.
Fabio?
He is basically Fabio.
Are we talking about Fabio?
I'm talking about Fabio now. Channing Tatum is her
he's like the
cover model.
The cover model?
He is her cover model.
Is that, wait a minute. Is that his job? Does
Yes.
she know that?
Yes.
And she knows that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
He has a wig and everything.
How deep into it is he? In other words, does he understand that he's just a tool of the masses, or is he bought into it?
Both.
All right. Like he's the sexiest man on the planet.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
definitely top
valid
5.
Argument.
Top 5, I would say.
Okay.
Personally.
Because I always saw Fabio, you know, like in the movie, Dude, Where's My Car?
Yes.
And he was that cover model.
Yes.
And he kind of ate it up, you know?
Yeah.
But then there was this glimmer in his eyes where he understood that
he knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay? He's not completely caught up in it.
Yeah. He knows he's a really sexy cover model for basically the romance novelist's books.
But he doesn't think he's like, you know, cover model Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
No. Channing Tatum, what I mean by that is, here's the thing. He's just got, Channing Tatum's character in The Lost City has definitely drunk a few...
Is it Channing Tatum or Tatum Tanning?
Tanning Tatum.
Tatum.
Fuck. I actually don't know. Channing Tatum is, I think that's how you say it. I may get it backwards. That's only just because of the syntax error. So don't at me, people.
Yeah, don't at me.
So, excuse me. Here's the thing. His character, like many of Channing Tatum's characters, have drank a few gallons of dumb bitch juice.
Okay. Sure.
I like.
That's exactly what it is.
Yes, it is the dumb bitch juice.
Dumb bitch juice. Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
That is what I like to say. And he's like in this weird. It's like in this weird meta. It's like he's kind of stuck between his quote unquote real name is Alan, but the character he's portraying is Dash.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And
is it Dash Rip Rock?
I don't know.
That's an old Flintstones
I
reference.
know it is. And Sandra Bullock's character, who is just so tired of being forced into doing shit she doesn't want to do.
Write books or what?
Both.
Okay.
Like, she just wants to
she's got a gift for writing this genre, but she's tired of it?
Well, and plus she's still in mourning with her husband.
Oh, okay.
So she basically just wants to be left alone in order to process, even though it's 5 years after the fact. But, you know, I'm willing to give people a break, because that seems kind of reasonable.
Especially in a fictional movie.
Exactly.
Anyway.
So she basically is like, she makes an announcement at this Q&A with both her and Channing Tatum. And she's like, you know what, I'm tired, and I'm just gonna, the start of my next book, it starts with my character Dash dying of something horrific, and she just walks away.
Oh.
And Channing Tatum's character is like, you're gonna kill me? But what I do, thinking he's Dash, and she has to keep telling him, like, you're not Dash, your name is Alan, you dumb bitch. That's kind of what I mean by he thinks he's both.
I got you.
Where he knows he's a cover model, but at the same time, it's like, that's still the character he's portraying in
so
on
this
the
is
books.
this is like a cross between, this is like literally like a cross between Romancing the Stone and Misery.
Kind of, almost, except it's not as horrific.
Yeah, cool.
And here's the thing, Channing Tatum's character does not hate her at all. He is crushing hardcore. He is not egotistical. He is very, very dumb.
Right. But
he does not, dismiss her. He's not egotistical. I thought he was about to be, this egotistical asshole, what the fuck? It's, my primary job. How dare you take this away from me? No. He's like,
sure.
I respect you as a woman. There's this one scene where she starts going off about, how do I mansplain to a man? I'm a woman. And Channing Tatum goes, I am a feminist, and I believe that whatever a man can do, a woman can also do. Talking about mansplaining. It's like, you fuck! Woo! And Daniel Radcliffe.
There's some SWJ stuff going on in that line,
I know,
buddy.
but at least it was well written, and it made me laugh. So it's like, you know what? I don't consider this pandering, because this was actually written really well. Daniel Radcliffe is in it.
No, as long as people see, as long as people see the lack of reality of it.
Oh yeah, very lack of reality.
I mean,
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe is the bad guy in this movie. And,
really?
Yeah, and you know what? If you want to watch Harry Potter lose his fucking mind and just go completely psychotic, it's a good movie. I was actually kind of waiting for the day when Daniel Radcliffe would play some kind of villainous role.
He's got to.
He has to.
He has to. He has to.
Seriously, one of the first things that came out after his career ended, after his
Harry Potter
years were behind him, one of the first things that came out was the movie Horns, which was the movie adaptation of the book by Stephen King's Kid. I liked the movie, and I liked the book.
The book was cool.
I thought Daniel Radcliffe did an amazing job as Ig in that movie.
Yeah, I did too.
And I was like, oh God, I hope he doesn't just get, typecasted or stuck with all of these indie movies.
Right.
Or just not big blockbusters. He does deserve to have a really fruitful acting career, because he is good.
Sure.
He's still just, I think he's just still stuck in the Harry Potter-ness of it all, and he just, I don't know, just needs to do more. He needs to do big but different stuff. But anyway, so I don't want to give too much away, even though this movie is really, really simple. It's not complex.
Cool.
There are some points where it's like, oh shit! Trust me. There's this one point somewhere in the middle of the movie where it's like, oh God, they just killed that dude. Or did they? But anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, Channing Tatum takes his shirt off many times. They get into, they're in the Amazon or somewhere on this island. They get into the river to make it harder for them to be tracked. And there are leeches in the water, and, they takes his shirt off so Andrew Bullock can, pull the leeches off his back, and takes his pants off. You see his nice, perfect glutes, and it's like, fuck! I was in the theater, and here's the thing. I thought this movie was about to be trash.
Yeah. So
I pre-gamed it a little bit.
Right.
Because I was just full expecting this to be just trash.
Sure.
Just schlocky, poorly written. The dialogue is just some just some hammy shit. And I thought, you know what? If I'm going to have a terrible time, I'm going to spend my Saturday watching a shitty movie. I'm going to pregame this. So during the scenes when they basically tear the clothes off of Channing Tatum, I'm just laying back in the recliner because they revamped this theater. It's really bougie now. And
the one over.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah, they put recliners in the theater.
They put recliners in it.
Everyone's got cup holders.
Moving on up.
Everybody's got cup holders. Everyone has a table, like a little table.
Really?
Yeah, the seats are big.
Wait till they start allowing people to bring food.
Well.
That's coming.
Oh, I know what's coming.
They've already started it. Hey, listen, folks. The NFL has priced itself out of the market. So there's, I forget which stadium it was. It's one of the pro. It's either like the Jets or Philadelphia
somewhere.
or the Browns or something like that.
Yeah.
They're now allowing people to bring in food.
Their own food.
Their own food. And, dare I say it, alcohol.
Ooh. I would love that.
That's some old school NASCAR stuff right there.
Yeah.
Where people used to walk in that NASCAR gate 40 years ago with a big old cooler full of beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss
it's
those
coming.
days.
That's what they've done. They've
Yes.
priced themselves out of the market. And now people are not buying their attendance tickets, because they can't afford to go in there and afford the ticket and the food and the booze and the whatever.
Yeah.
So now they're going to start letting people bring their food in with them.
Just so they can fill seats.
That's where, just so they can put a butt in the seats.
Get fucked.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. So yeah, you're right on it. They're going to start. They're going to start bringing food. Letting you bring food in there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I miss those days.
You're going to see it.
We saw a little bit of it here and there where we live, but I miss it. Yeah.
So anyway.
And so I pre-gamed it like a motherfucker. I'm not like really bad, but definitely enough to where I'd be taken care of for the next 2 hours. And I'm just like, woo! Throughout the whole movie, he's like, oh my god, it's Channing Tatum, he's gonna go save Sandra Bullock. He rips his shirt off. Woo! Just Ric Flairing. Styling, profiling. And
4-minute miling.
Ooh, yeah. And my friend, I saw a movie with him like later back over, a couple counties over, because that's just where he's at. And because he's got a big screen TV and he has all of the movies, because he's the internet pirate that I'm friends with.
Cool.
And he was right next to me. I am so glad this guy is very good natured. Because if it wasn't for the fact that I was making him laugh, he probably would have been pissed off at me. Because I was just making a fool of myself. And I was like, and I'm just sitting there like, look, I thought this movie was going to be trash, but it's not.
Oh, you were all loaded from bear to tear it apart?
Yes.
And it actually turns out to be a decent flick?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly.
I hated it. I was ready to start going. I was ready to
start hating on it. Yo.
I was ready to just talk some shit.
Hater, yeah.
I was about ready to Mystery Science Theater this bitch. I was fixing to throw some insults at the screen.
Yeah.
I was about to treat it like
I was about to buck nasty it.
Yeah, I was about to treat it like a rock and roll picture show. Where you just throw insults at the screen and throw shit at the screen.
And you make anybody that talked you into watching it or invited you to watch it, you make them hate you.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus, can you calm down? It's like, dude, this is a piece of shit.
Yeah, this is a piece of shit. I was fully ready for that theater experience.
All right.
So unfortunately, it was obviously it is not a masterpiece.
That's the best kind. Where you go in getting ready to tear it to pieces, and it turns out to be good, and you're like, "Holy shit, I was wrong. That was good."
Yeah,
yeah, I like that.
I love that.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not a masterpiece, of course,
no.
But my own, instead of shouting at the screen they at some kind of weird awkward joke, and I'd be like, "Get fucked, Tatum." No, instead, I kept getting distracted by Channing Tatum's abs, and it's like, woo! Yeah. And that was
That'll happen.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, it's not a masterpiece, it's not complex, but you know what? Go see it, people. That's my recommendation. Especially if you want to see Channing Tatum's ass. I'm just telling you, like, that was my favorite part, except for Brad Pitt.
Oh, Brad Pitt's in it too?
Yes!
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, he looks so good.
That dude is... It's crazy.
I looked at him and I went, fuck, they brought Brad Pitt into this.
Yeah.
Fuck!
They didn't need to either.
No, they did not. No, they did not.
That's a necessary roughman. That's a flag, man.
Yeah, it's like
15 yards right there.
Yeah, it's like, fuck, not both of them.
Yeah.
Who, I will say
and
this.
Pitt can actually act. And
he can.
And Tatum, he's
good at acting like a himbo.
Yes, and he may get there. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
I mean,
but here's the thing.
Mark did it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he's a decent actor now compared to his early stuff.
You know, but that's what taking acting classes will do for you.
That's what taking acting classes.
You know, you do what you can at first, and you just kept getting more and more money, and you just take better acting classes. That's basically how it goes. Yeah. And that's okay.
That's okay.
So there was a little bit of contrast between the Brad Pitt character, who was like he's like the ex-Army Ranger, Navy SEAL type, who's actually wicked smart and attractive. And you have Channing Tatum, who is just a cover model himbo. Oh,
he's just okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what that was for. And I'm like, why'd you have to bring both of them into this? But anyway, it was a good movie. Go see it. If it comes on like the streaming services, you and the matriarch need to watch it.
Oh, I'll watch it because I like anything Sandra Bullock's in.
Oh yeah, she was great. You know, she was the dismissive,
although
she
has. This is a remake, I'm sure, of movies that she's done. She has
probably.
She's done a few of these.
It's
and
okay.
She's kind of the glue that holds that movie together.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. No. If it works, it works.
I felt like everyone, I felt all of the main characters were strong enough to where she did not have to be the glue that held everything together.
That's cool.
So I appreciated that, you know. Yeah. You know, Channing Tatum was just enough of a good-natured himbo to not be overbearing. She was basically just this downtrodden widow who did not want to do anything and just learn to fall back in love with life again.
Right.
Daniel Radcliffe is out of his fucking mind.
Awesome.
So, The Lost City was
he needs to be the crazy guy.
Yeah, he was actually a really good crazy guy. I actually want him to go further with that. Like, I want to see a movie where he's the villain, except he's not being funny.
Oh, they just...
He's like just the straight... He's just like the straight-up psychotic serial killer. Like, no humor.
Right.
Dead serious. He needs to do that. I would love to see him do that.
Like an Anthony Hopkins kind of thing.
Kind of like that. He could do it.
You think he's got the range for it?
I think so.
Okay, cool.
I personally think so. I mean, I don't know what type of range I know Anthony Hopkins has range. I don't know what he was known for before Silence of the Lambs. But after Silence of the Lambs, he was definitely more known for that.
You like scary shit?
I do.
He did a movie called Magic.
Okay.
Where he's a ventriloquist.
I've heard of that.
It's scary as fuck.
I saw clips of that. I've been meaning to watch that for a while. It is
spooky as hell. And maybe just me, because at one time I was like an amateur. I won the fourth grade. The school I went to, I won the fourth grade talent contest.
Yeah.
With a ventriloquist.
Oh, so you had a personal connection to a movie like that.
The whole band. I had a dummy and I had an album. There was a children's evangelist that came through my dad's church that had a dummy and he was a ventriloquist. Ooh.
It was a spring.
I like that. There Learn to swim. Learn to swim. Learn to swim.
Hey. No, do not trigger the copy box. I'm going to learn how to play that song one day.
So I learned how to talk without moving my lips.
Nice.
And I won my 4th grade talent contest.
Nice.
But anyway,
so
that may have been my connection to it. But
sure, I've been meaning to watch it.
Yeah, it's spooky. It's really spooky.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Because it's got that 1970s roughness to the film.
Ooh, I love shit.
You know what
like
I'm saying?
That's why
it's not overproduced.
Yeah.
It's and it's not campy.
No.
It's just the technology at the time.
Yeah.
Compared to now.
Oh, of course.
It's like a big old Victorian house.
Yeah.
I mean, when it was built, you're like, God, this is lovely. But 30 years later, after it's worn down,
quaint.
And now it's quaint, but it's a little spooky at night because it's just a view that you're not used to seeing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah, that's why.
So it's this really cool late 70s, early 80s kind of technology that's really spooky.
It's also why I have a tendency to gravitate towards movies that were made in like the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s before digital really started to ramp things up.
Yeah. Just
because I just like the look of that certain millimeter of film. To me, it just looks really, really nice.
Yeah.
And it's almost like a visual room tone to an extent.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah. It's just, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, let's see. And the second movie I watched, this was definitely more complex. So The Lost City was like a really good appetizer.
Right.
Like in terms of intellectual thinking, you know.
Uh-huh.
It's fan service, you know, Channing Tatum, you know, very fan servicey. I mean, you cast Channing Tatum as a romance cover model, and you don't take his shirt off with the fun, you know. But
really,
yeah, exactly. So the second movie I watched, it was me, and it was at my friend's apartment. He had a big screen TV. He's the internet pirate, so of course he had this, and I've got a copy of it.
Sure.
It was Ghostbusters Afterlife.
I've heard about it.
Yeah.
And it seemed, you know, and the thing I enjoyed about it was, I mean, when you're as old as I am,
yes,
you get a feel for these things.
Yes.
You know, there's a difference between, if a movie's coming out, if you don't hear anything about it, there's 2 reasons.
Yes.
Sometimes, the majority of the time you don't hear anything is it's really shitty.
Yes.
But there are times, there's a certain percentage of time, like 10, 20%, that you don't hear about it, that it's really good.
Yeah, but people don't want to admit it.
People don't want to admit it.
This is that 10 to 15%.
This is that Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yes.
The sense I got off of it is that it was good was why people weren't talking about it.
Yeah, because they didn't want to admit that it was.
Because they didn't want to admit that it was good.
Because here's the thing, you got to think.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the original Ghostbusters. There's the second one, which not as good as the first. But here's the thing: the first Ghostbusters, that's a tough act to follow. Let's face it. Yeah. I give Ghostbusters 2 its due diligence. You know, that's a tough act to follow. I thought they did the best that they could with the resources they had at the time.
It's just really the same story.
Yeah, same story. There's nothing wrong with it.
With increased visual effects.
Yeah, exactly. Like, do you have issues with more? You know, like more. You gonna have a problem with watching more Dan Aykroyd, more Bill Murray, more Harold Ramis? Is that what you're telling me?
Is that what you're? Yeah.
Is it like you don't want to watch that?
Right.
You know.
Right.
You know, and, okay, let's see. And then they tried to make a third one. It just never happened for many, many years. Yeah. They made the Ghostbusters video game, which is really good. And I wish it would just get re-released and put on Steam already so I can play it fucking again without having to download an Xbox 360 emulator. And I hate having to do that because I don't fucking know how to do it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Bastards.
Yeah, sometimes console technologies get so advanced where it gets harder and harder to emulate it. Right. And you know what? It's like, I need to have somebody that knows what the fuck they're talking about.
Right.
The most advanced I've ever gotten was like PS2, but that one's, you know, established. Anyway, so, the Ghostbusters video game I thought was really good. It was very well designed. The controls were a little iffy here and there, but, whatever. Then there was the all-female Ghostbusters movie. I do not like it.
I thought it was...
to me, it was... No, you go ahead.
I thought it was a legitimate effort.
Yeah.
I liked everybody in it. I wish they had allowed all the ladies that were the characters. I think they I don't think they gave
I felt pandered to.
Yeah, it was a little pandering.
As a woman, I did not feel empowered. I felt pandered to. That's how you know you fucked up.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
I didn't think it was terrible.
Yeah. No.
I think it caught a lot of flack. People were like, "Why you want to do an all-female?" Well, who cares?
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
Who cares?
No, here's the thing. It's not the fact that it was
all... A good story is a good story.
Yeah, a good story is a good story.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was very mediocre.
To me, they what's the big lady?
I don't give a fuck.
The big loud lady.
I don't give a fuck.
I know. I think they let her off the chain too much.
Yeah.
And the other, my favorite person in that movie is I can't think of her name.
Was it the chick that replaced Egon?
Yes.
She was my favorite too.
They should have let her go.
They should have let her go. She's awesome. Because here's the thing. She's the same chick in the Spy Who Dumped Me,
which is a fantastic movie. Fantastic movie.
She was fantastic in that, but in the all-female Ghostbusters, she was just kind of like kept under wraps, and I was like,
they should have just let her run.
They should have just let her run.
And that would have. I think it would have increased the profits of that movie by about 20%.
Yeah, just let her go.
Just let her go.
Because she clearly knows what the fuck she's talking about.
There's just this natural. She reminds me. She reminds me of like a Lucille Ball or Madeline Kahn.
Oh yeah,
very talented, funny lady.
Yeah, I can respect that.
That is funny in a glance.
Yes.
Not necessarily blah, 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 with arms and legs and big, wide,
they can be funny and subtle.
And funny and subtle.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
I like that too.
I mean, I like both, but she's good at that. But
she was very good at that, and I don't think they let her run.
They definitely let her run in The Spy Who Dumped Me.
And The Spy Who Dumped Me.
Yeah,
and you can see it.
Yeah.
That is a great movie. Her and
Mia Kunis.
They play off each other really well.
Perfect chemistry.
And why they haven't done a sequel to that movie, I don't know.
You know what? It needs to be good. It needs to be left alone.
I have to watch that movie a couple times a year.
Yeah, I do too.
And
they got fucking what's his face from Outlander, and I was like, oh my god. Jamie.
Who couldn't act his way out of a wet paper bag, but he looks good, so they keep giving him work.
The main reason, here's the thing, the main reason that I don't watch Outlander is just because, obviously, the draw is him, the guy playing Jamie.
Sure.
And it's like, when I first saw him, when the show was first coming out, I was like, he's fucking ugly. Like, what is the appeal? And then I see The Spy Who Dumped Me, and he's blonde. And it's like, oh, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. Yeah.
And now Jamie on Outlander's fucking blonde now because he's an old, quote-unquote, old man.
Older guy, yeah.
Yeah, he's lost some color in his hair, and it's like, damn it, this was the problem the whole time. You just, I don't mind I love redheaded dudes.
Yeah.
He does not, in my opinion, he does not look good with red hair, in my opinion. So when he was blonde in The Spy Who Dumped Me, I was like, oh, that's the problem.
That's it, right?
Ooh, there's the hype.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So after the all-female Ghostbusters, I did not want to give Ghostbusters Afterlife a chance.
Sure.
Because I was just, like I said, I was just sick and tired of the all-female Ghostbusters. I felt pandered to.
Right.
I just was not in the mood to entertain it. You know, Harold Ramis was dead. It's like, how the fuck? I'm just like, how the fuck do you make another Ghostbusters movies without Harold Ramis?
Yeah.
You know what? They fucking did it. Yeah. And it is great. So,
but.
Because you know what the movie's about? Let me give you a brief overview of like the first couple of minutes.
Right.
All right. So, Ghostbusters Afterlife. The basic plot is Egon Spangler.
Right.
Is like out in the middle of like fucking Iowa or somewhere in the Midwest, definitely outside of New York State.
Right.
Because there's fucking cornfields everywhere.
Right.
I don't know where in the Midwest he is, but it's definitely somewhere in Tornado Valley. That is my best guesstimate.
Tornado bait.
And, he dies.
Right.
Respectfully.
Cornfields of Kansas.
Yes. Somewhere out in the cornfields of Kansas, Egon Spangler dies in a very respectful and honorable way.
Cool.
And his estranged family moves into his old house, and the main character is Egon Spangler's granddaughter, Phoebe.
Okay, because he's dead.
He's dead.
They made the...
Because Harold Ramis is dead.
They made the story about him.
About him and his
Egon.
family. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's basically what they did.
Yeah,
The movie after Ghostbusters Afterlife is a giant tribute to Harold Ramis.
Right.
Because it's Egon Spangler's family that's the main characters.
Right.
And you know what's kind of fucked up and glamorous at the same time?
What?
Well, the granddaughter Phoebe, she's like 12 years old and already understands quantum mechanics. Okay. Because she's Egon Spangler's grandchild.
Alright.
Shit happens, bro.
Yep.
And because Egon is dead, he's like guiding her as a spirit, and obviously you don't see him. He's basically guiding her through his house to his like laboratories, the proton packs, the Ecto-1.
Really?
Because he has all that shit.
Okay.
And it's Harold Ramis as a grandpa helping out his grandkids on his property. And it's like, this is so wholesome and fucked up at the same time.
I got you.
And it is so good. It's so good. It is not disrespectful to Harold Ramis. My friend told me that Harold Ramis' son had a hand in the movie and said this is exactly what he would have done. He would have loved it.
Right.
It was just a perfect send-off to him.
That's cool.
It was so beautiful. It was really well written. One of the kids from Stranger Things is like the older grandson. And I'm just like, you know what? I think if it wasn't for the fact that you look similar to Harold Ramis,
right,
I think they probably could have casted somebody else. He's okay as like a shitty 15-year-old kid, but it's like, yeah, Phoebe's the main character, let's face it.
Okay.
Kind of like how, I don't know, I don't want to say that Bill Murray was technically the main character of like the first Ghostbusters. In the first Ghostbusters, it was a pretty even split between Egon and
he was definitely he had the love interest. Who has the love interest?
Bill Murray.
There you go.
He's the main character.
That's the main character right there.
But here's the thing.
Right.
Phoebe, technically, because she's 12, she doesn't have a main love interest. I mean, there's a kid her age, which is like the one Asian kid out in Kansas. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm not trying to be a bitch. I'm just like, look, I've been to Kansas. I have seen zero Asian people there.
I will never forget when I was in the 8th grade. I went to a school in Western North Carolina that was in the mountains.
Yeah.
And there was this one kid from Japan.
Yeah.
Okay, and he was really cool.
Yeah.
And everybody and all the guys liked him.
Yeah.
But they gave him shit.
Yeah. That's what happens. That's what happens, bruh.
He was the, we're all, it's cowboys and Indians. We're all cowboys and against you.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're the Indian.
Yeah, I know. Fuck.
Yeah, I've been there. Not
yeah.
like that, because he couldn't hide from it.
No.
But, yeah.
Oh, no, I get it, but
That was interesting.
technically it's not a love interest. The person that has the love interest is the grandson.
Right.
Who's, I think his name is Trevor. Because they don't say the characters' names often or loud enough, and I'm just used to reading subtitles. I guess I just made myself more deaf by becoming a subtitle reader. I don't know. I don't know. Just sound quality is just declined over the years.
Well,
and
a lot of it,
why.
I don't know. Maybe people, I'm going to tell you something. All these,
I don't fucking know.
no, multitasking.
Sure.
You're reading a book while watching a movie, so you turn the subtitles on the movie. I've done that so many times.
But I just do it all the time. Like, I can be fully paying attention to a movie or a TV show, but I need subtitles. Kind of help
crazy thing with the sound today. You can't hear the dialogue.
It also has to do. There has to also be something to do with being on the spectrum and doing that.
Probably. Because
I have no other explanation for this. But anyway, Ghostbusters Afterlife is fucking good. It's so good. I have a copy of it. Sorry, I'm just...
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
Don't hack us, Sony.
Fuck Sony.
Or whoever owns it.
I'm still not recovered from No Way Home.
Oh.
I am not happy.
The story there was a, what?
I am not fucking happy with Spider-Man No Way Home.
But wait a minute. Okay, yes, but it really pandered to fanboys.
Yes.
And fangirls.
In my opinion.
The story was a little weak.
It was.
And it got weaker as the movie went on.
The dialogue needed some punch-ups.
And it was like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, so, that's cool. They all showed up in the same...
That's cool.
In the same shot. I get it.
Yeah, my analysis of Spider-Man No Way Home is, except for the fact that it is hardcore nostalgia baiting...
Oh, yeah.
It is...
Holy cow.
A fairly weak story that needed probably a second or third draft.
I like Jamie Foxx, but I think they spent too much time on him.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah. Honestly, I was more...
Okay, I don't want to see him every scene.
No. Like, I'm more focused on William Dafoe, Alfred Mora.
Yeah, most of the majority of people listening to this podcast, as a very original... a more original Spider-Man fan.
Yes. I was more focused on the Tobey Maguire
Electro
people. Yeah.
Was like a 5th tier villain.
Yeah.
4th tier.
4th tier. And then there's like, top tiers like what? Doc Ock, Green Goblin.
Craven.
Who they've not introduced yet.
I heard they're doing something about that.
Guaranteed, the new upcoming Morbius movie, they have to do something with Craven in that.
They've been talking about Morbius for the last 20 years.
The movie's coming out in like the next month.
I'm just saying. I've been hearing rumors about Morbius for so long. Yeah. I don't even pay attention to it anymore.
They're going to release it. The problem is
they're just going to have to prove it to me, because I've heard Morbius rumors for too long. Just like I have Craven, for crying out loud. As a Spider-Man fan,
where the fuck is Craven?
This is important.
Yeah, where the fuck is Craven?
Yeah. Okay.
Who else is like a quote-unquote top-tier Spider-Man villain? There's Venom. Would you rate Sandman?
Venom is newer.
Okay.
I mean, Venom's not old
school.
Venom
and Carnage would be newer.
They're coming out with Moon Knight. Moon Knight
is just batshit crazy. Well, I don't know what else to tell you.
That wasn't the original Moon Knight.
Okay. No, well, the current Moon Knight is, his superpower is that he's schizophrenic. Okay, awesome. We have Deadpool for that, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Yeah. I'm not, this is not a disrespect.
No.
It's not a diss on schizophrenic.
It's not a diss. It's just
it's not a diss
that's
on...
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's not a diss on schizophrenic people. This is literally what they built.
Okay.
I'm just spitting facts.
Yo.
Yeah. So, I guess Sandman be like up there.
Sandman is like a tier 2, tier 3.
Shocker, Vulture. I thought Michael Keaton as the Vulture was amazing.
I thought that was an interesting take.
Yes,
he was a junk man or a salvage man.
Yeah.
Or he was a techno nerd geek kind
who
of thing.
basically just got ripped off of a job that he should have been paid for, and he just decided, okay, you know what, I'm just going to steal some shit because I have no other way to feed my fucking family.
The main one was always Green Goblin and Doc Ock.
Yeah,
that's the top.
And here's the thing,
and how Craven got. I don't know. There was a lot of people that I personally didn't care for Craven as a Spider-Man fan.
Sure, because he's just some dude.
He was just some dude.
That's like, hey, I'm like a big game hunter from like Africa. I'm gonna kill you.
And I got this really cool stash.
Yeah, I got all of the guns.
But
I have it's like Craven he's like a big game hunter.
If you were a nerd that liked Spider-Man, the nerdiness to Spider-Man, then you were definitely a big Doc Ock fan.
Oh yeah,
there was that nerd element there. The Green Goblin, a scientist.
Morbius
there was that
is coming
nerd
out
element
April
there.
1st.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Who's
playing the title role then?
Jared Leto. No, I am not fucking with you.
That could work.
No.
Yeah.
Jared Leto's an asshole.
I know he's an asshole, but for that character, I think that could work.
I'm gonna have to send you the trailer because I got it up on my phone.
Yeah, send me the trailer. I have known nothing.
Yeah, so
I didn't even know it was in production.
Yes,
because like I said, I quit listening to those rumors 10 years ago.
Yeah,
10 years ago, I stopped listening to those Morbius rumors. I got tired. Tired of hearing it. It was like, okay, all right, wait a minute, here we go.
Jared Leto is Morbius. There you go.
You know,
I don't want to say he fucked up the Joker.
No,
but the problem is that I think he just had to work with what was given to him.
I don't think he screwed up the Joker.
No,
I think whoever
for him.
I think whoever had their hands on Suicide Squad, based on Suicide Squad 2, doesn't know what the hell they're doing.
No,
that is the most. I can't even fit it. I
do not know.
I can't even fit into my head how that thing. They should.
I think what had happened.
I can't even put it into words.
I think what had happened.
It's so bad.
I think what happened was Suicide Squad, from what I've read, was supposed to be a more serious super villain movie. Well, I guess I say superhero, super villain movie, whatever. Yeah. It was supposed to be more serious, more downtrodden. You're sending in supervillains to go stop the end of the world. It's a little dire.
Yeah.
But because of the fan backlash of Superman v. Batman and the Justice League, which are very serious superhero movies, DC people decided to go, okay, the problem is it's too serious. Let's rewrite the script and make it more funny. And that's...
Well, if you're going to have a character like Harley Quinn, which is basically who they focused on in the first movie.
Yes.
That they didn't in the second movie, and that was really dumb. I didn't think that was smart.
Yeah, it's like, look, you already made you already built a franchise, just taking long shots of Margot Robbie in short shorts.
Yeah.
Why don't you just keep doing that? It's not going to make me
It couldn't be any worse than what they put out.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah,
it was just it was a disaster on a level that doesn't even make any sense.
Whatever. I just don't.
When they bring in, and I like that guy, Ibris.
Yes, I like him.
I like him. I like all the stuff he's done.
Yes.
I haven't seen.
He's a good actor.
But I loved him in Rock and Rolla.
Oh yeah.
But
Jesus,
they just bring him in to be Will Smith light. I don't understand.
Yeah, like you can't have a diet Will Smith because Will Smith is currently the diet Will Smith.
And then you bring in John Cena.
You know what?
You can't do both.
No.
You can't have campy.
No. Think about it. John Cena makes sense for what he was given. Because think about it.
Oh, he does for what he was given, absolutely.
Wrestlers have 2 switches. I am the paragon of... Yeah. Wrestlers have 2 switches in terms of acting. Number one is the face. I am the paragon of sweetness and sunshine, or they're the heel. I am a petty, baby-strangling maniac.
Oh, like
Those
Steve
are,
Austin in The Expendables.
Yes.
Yeah.
The wrestlers, at least in the West,
okay.
I don't know about, like, New Japan Wrestling. I don't know how those guys do it.
Sure.
But in the WWE, wrestlers have 2 switches. Those are it. John Cena is just playing one or both of those sides.
He actually did the best job.
Yes, because who else are you going to get to play a bigger-than-life cartoon character?
And that's just basically what he did.
Yeah, he's a wrestler. Of course he's built for these non-subtle, non-Shakespearean roles. That's what he's built for.
And then you put him on screen with somebody who's very talented.
Yeah.
And the very talented person, and it throws it off because they're in the same shot. This guy over here, it's like a live action cartoon.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a cartoon, and this guy over here, he's like Shakespearean shit going on.
Yeah.
And it just didn't. There was no chemistry.
There
was no
chemistry.
And it was like how somebody fired.
Yeah.
Somebody should have been hung.
Something
or something. Dragged behind a pickup or something. For legal reasons. This is a joke.
Yeah.
But no, it was terrible.
Yeah, it
was bad.
So here's the thing: I will defend John Cena's role in the Suicide Squad franchise just because that man is not built to be subtle.
No,
and that is not a subtle role, so he fits.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So
I agree with that.
That is what I will say about it. Other than that, it's a piece of shit. But you know, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
So there you go. Fuck. Now I'm definitely awake now.
Bet you are.
Yes. I've been shouting for the past hour and a half. Yeah. I will tell you this. You're gonna have to stop me from getting back on my bullshit.
Huh?
Alright, last night, once the movie wrapped up and he and I started talking about it, oh God. I'm not gonna talk about it on the show again. But you...
Hannibal?
Yes.
You need an ass whooping. I cannot believe you would pull this out. We haven't talked about Hannibal in a year.
I know. Here's the thing. If there is a subject he and I do have in common is I like the Hannibal movies.
No shit.
And the TV show. He likes the movies and he's read all the books. And I have said to him, okay... I said this to him last night when after 30 minutes since Ghostbusters Afterlife ended. I said, "Okay, you and I, we need to sit down and we need to binge watch this fucking TV show because of 2 things. Number one, since you have read the books, you need to start answering some questions because there is some shit on that show that just comes right the fuck out of nowhere, and I don't know where it comes from, and it's like, what the fuck just happened?
Okay.
And number 2, you've already read the books, you've already seen the movies, you're watching this.
Right.
Because it is so much cocaine.
Mads.
Yes, so much.
That TV show
cocaine.
wouldn't have gotten any traction.
The chemistry between Mads and the guy that plays Will Graham, I think his name is Hugh Darcy, is impeccable.
Really?
Impeccable.
All right.
Oh my God. So you need to stop me from getting back on my bullshit. Cause
Mads he's an amazing guy. Amazing individual. Amazing human being. He
has to be.
I mean, he didn't start acting till he was 30.
Like 30. Yeah.
30.
And it was basically...
He took an acting class when he was 30, and look at him now. He's one of the top action stars on the planet.
Yeah. In the theater, before The Lost City started playing, obviously you have the trailers.
Yeah.
And they played the trailer for, the final Fantastic Beasts movie, the final Harry Potter prequel movie thing. Yeah. Uh-huh. It was basically going to be, the big fight between Dumbledore and Grindelwald, and...
Shut up, nerd.
Fuck you. Fuck you, old man. Alright. Look, I don't know why Fantastic Beasts was made, aside from just trying to keep that franchise alive, because J.K. Rowling
they wouldn't leave her the hell alone.
Yeah, and she started saying some dumb shit, now she's in some hot water.
Oh, they just threw money at her until she did something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, okay, we know you're a billionaire, but how can you turn this down? And she's like, all right.
Yeah, and she started saying some dumb shit, and now she's in hot water.
Well, she just started expressing her opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, which...
Yeah, so, whatever.
Your main audience is the fantasy genre.
And then all of a sudden you want to introduce realism into this? What the fuck are you doing?
And you want to, yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, a lot of issues she just has is she wrote the Harry Potter series, like, back in, like, the 1990s. And
she was on welfare.
Yeah, exactly. And here's the thing, a lot of the issues she has that's against her is that she kind of is trying to quote-unquote retcon some of the stuff from the Harry Potter series, basically trying to make it seem it was more woke than it was at the time.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
Exactly. Like, we had no idea Dumbledore was gay until she announced it, like, I don't know, 10 years after the first book was
already... Which is just stupid.
Yeah, I know, and it's like, what? Where the fuck did this come from? Here's the thing. I have read that series more than 3 times. Yeah, you know this.
I do.
There were no hints.
No hints.
No subtlety.
Because there was
not one sentence saying, Dumbledore lingered upon this person's face for just a second or two long, and then you just cut right back to the action.
Right.
Nothing. No hint, and then all of a sudden she's like at a Q&A and someone's talking about Dumbledore, and she just goes, oh, Dumbledore's gay. And it's like, what?
What?
Where the fuck did this come from?
Yeah.
I don't mind that he's gay.
Oh, that's going to go away in the next couple of years.
Oh, I know. I'm just like, here's the thing. I don't care that Dumbledore's gay.
Yeah.
You just didn't set it up that way.
Right.
That's my problem.
You're just pandering.
You're pandering.
You're a billionaire that panders. I don't understand that at all.
I don't know.
I love Elon Musk.
Yes.
He's like, fuck you. I got a lot of money. You don't like it? Kiss my ass. Yeah. I love that.
I think he's insane because he basically named his son after his Wi-Fi password. But it's like, you know what? I can at least respect the fact that you're not a pandering asshole.
Yeah.
You're just a normal asshole.
It's like, I don't know. I put that out there.
Sure, whatever. Okay.
Who else is like that?
Norm Macdonald was before he died.
Yeah, no, I mean
God
authors.
rest his soul.
No. Ernest Hemingway was like that.
Well, Hemingway
Catcher in the Rye.
Salinger.
Yeah. Salinger was like that.
Sure.
He was like, there it is.
There it is. Fuck you. Yeah.
Read it. Like it. Read it. Don't like it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't care.
Whatever. I can respect that.
Yeah.
So, and here's the thing. In the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, it basically is all revolving around this, like, eponymous battle that took place in the Harry Potter lore between Dumbledore and an evil wizard named Grindelwald. Grindelwald was basically like the progenitor to Voldemort, and he wanted to subjugate the non-magical people of the world. Again. For the 5th time, and Dumbledore had enough of his shit and went, motherfucker, we have laws for a reason! Yeah. And killed him in battle that apparently took 18 days? Or no, wait, I think I'm mixing up my lore. Nerd. But anyway, so, shut the fuck up. So they played the trailer for the final Fantastic Beasts, which, here's the thing, the first Fantastic Beast was okay.
I have no idea.
The second one was trash.
Oh.
No. It was, bad.
Didn't that tick you off?
It was bad. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and skip right to the cherry on top of the cake. Aside from all of the retcons and the plot holes in the second Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, you want to know what the primary crux, the primary motivation behind the villain?
I effing can't wait.
You want to know why the evil wizard wanted to enslave non-magic people, or muggles, but I'm just going to stick with non-magic people because you're not a Harry Potter fan.
No, I understand the word muggles.
Okay. You want to know why he wanted to enslave all the muggles?
Why?
Because the main villain
Yeah.
somehow
Yeah.
got a premonition, and this is like early 1900s, late 1800s,
Yeah.
timeline-wise.
Uh-huh.
He wants to enslave Muggles to stop the Holocaust.
Oh, that's bullshit.
I am not fucking with
For
you.
crying out loud.
That is
in the late 1800s? Or
early 1900s.
the late 1900s?
Like, this is either in the middle or post-World War I. And he's like, we must stop the Muggles because they're going to murder the Jews. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
No, there is no historical... No. There is no ground to stand on. What the history books say, and I'm not saying that that's the reason, because I have some different reasons for what sprung World War II, and I'm not even going to talk about it. Okay,
it's like,
but it had the financial. Basically, what they said was, they were tired of Germany being a warlike state, so they were going to punish them into insolvency.
To not be a warlike state.
To not be to tax them, to reparations for World War I.
Yeah.
Which was also reparations for the Prussian War.
Yeah.
To drive Germany into dust. And
so they would not be a warlike state.
So they would not be a warlike state.
And it kind of backfired.
And the people who I'm not going to say controlled, but the people who at the time
do I need to get my tinfoil hat?
Involved in the financial aspect of it, became the target of World War II's main atrocities,
Indeed.
Shall we say?
Yeah.
So none of that existed after World War I. It wasn't until the Fuhrer was put in until he published his book Mein Kampf.
Yeah.
Where he basically laid his plan out.
Yeah, and that's why
that was in the 30s.
Sure. But, but I'm looking at this movie, and I could not believe, I was, like, skipping through the movie to all the cool shit, and I basically skipped my way to the end, and at the time, Johnny Depp, this was, like, before all the Amber Heard shit that I don't want to get into because I don't have enough time.
Johnny Depp was in this movie?
Yes, he was initially the evil wizard before all the Amber Heard shit started happening, and now Mads is the evil wizard in the final film. Because fuck it, why not?
Fuck it, why not?
He looks way more aesthetically pleasing than Johnny Depp did, because they fucked up Johnny Depp. They made him I think
Johnny Depp fucked up, man. Johnny Depp.
Oh, I know. Having an abusive wife and drinking himself into an early grave. They gave him stark white hair. They gelled it up. So it looks like he has frosted tips, but it's all white. One eye is completely white, like he's blind in that eye, and he just looks ugly. Mads in the third movie at least looks, like the respectable gentleman.
Right.
He at least looks like he's not fucked up.
That's not even close.
Not even close.
Yeah.
But in the second movie, the evil wizard Grindelwald is like, we must enslave the mortals or they're going to start the Holocaust and they're going to kill each other. It's like, and I saw that and I'm like, did I just drop acid? What the fuck just happened?
That's interesting.
I am not, this is not a joke.
There's a next level element to that.
It is so woke.
That's crazy.
I'm not kidding.
Well, they're going to rewrite history. There's no way around it.
Oh, I know that, but I'm just like, where did this come from?
I don't know if this is going to happen in your lifetime, but it's going to be illegal to own a book, I'm telling you.
Oh, I know we're about to head into Fahrenheit 451.
Oh, yeah.
I get it.
Because the books hold knowledge that they can't change.
Because it's in the real world.
Because it's in the real world.
Yeah.
And when everything goes digital, algorithms will be able to wipe all this stuff out.
Indeed.
Yeah. And they'll make it. It's just like 1984. They'll make it say exactly what they want it to say.
Yeah, who cares?
And then, there you go.
So, There you go. There is my bender. I'm not gonna go see the third. I might actually go see the third movie just to see Mads basically say a bunch of Harry Potter dumb shit.
He gonna run around naked and killing people in the woods.
I kind of wish he would.
Yeah, for him, where he's from, that's like a Tuesday.
Exactly. Like, we've seen the movie Polar. Like, it's like, okay, if it wasn't for the fact that you're Danish, and this is probably completely normal because you weren't raised by a Puritan society.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, your country was not founded by the fucking Puritans. So it's like, you know what? I don't think he cares. Oh, being naked in the snow. I fucking...
Sure.
That's like, I spent my weekends doing that, man.
He's probably born in a cave.
Probably. I don't fucking know.
Or a sauna.
Yeah, I'm just like, it's like, I want to see the third movie because of him,
right.
But I also don't want to see it because I don't want to follow the timeline of must enslave Muggles to stop the Holocaust. Because it's like, where do you come out of that? What the fuck are you people talking about? This doesn't make any sense, even based on the subject matter. Fuck off. And I basically just...
That's the best idea you could come up with?
That's it?
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, why don't you make it about fossil fuels or something?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like, look, they want to send
the Industrial Revolution. Hey, you know why they wore black coats and capes and gloves in London during Victorian times?
Because of smoke.
Because of smoke and pollution and germs. And that's why you go to New York today, everybody's wearing black because all the smoke, smog. Yeah,
exactly.
They'll tell you.
Like, and here's the thing: they could have structured it like, we must stop the Muggles because since they don't use magic, and magic is the cleaner energy, and they're slowly destroying the planet. Like, I would have hated it regardless.
Yeah.
But think of it.
You gotta make it work. I don't care what.
You gotta make it work. I would have bought that whole thing of they're destroying the planet because they don't understand what's happening.
Right.
So we need to break down the communications between the Muggle world and the Wizard world to come to some kind of agreement to not fuck up our planet.
Right.
To where even magic can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd rather have that versus Nazis.
Yeah.
It's like,
you gotta enslave the race because of Nazis.
yeah, exactly. Okay. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know, man. Anyway.
Man, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Fuck. Jesus. Okay, I've been shouting for an actual hour and a half, and I'm tired. I have to pee.
Yep.
Oh, that tea woke me up. Thank God I didn't put any caffeine in it. Ooh. No caffeine.
All right.
Oof. All right. I just, fuck.
Podcast number 80.
Yeah, number 80. Woo!
Woo.
Sometimes I just want to do this podcast just to keep me sane. Because sometimes I just, I want to info dump on people, but it's not socially acceptable to do it. So this is my only shot.
Take it and like it.
Anyway, I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah, I need to stop or else I'm just going to keep going and going. All right. Well, that's it, folks. I was your host, Bel-E.
And I was your co-host, Mr. Scratch.
And we'll see you guys next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Bye.